Hey, this is Gerard Way, and you're watching NME.com. There's people that understand it, and there's people that don't understand it, the breakup. Amongst those two groups of people, I think a third of them are going to love it, a third of them are going to hate it, and a third of them aren't going to care. So I don't worry about like the numbers, or I definitely don't worry about winning people over. To me, this album is largely coming from somebody that's choosing to survive rather than prove something. To be honest, I never saw My Chemical Romance going past Black Parade. I planned things pretty far in advance, and before we'd even done the first record, I would write out titles of things. I definitely knew I had the title of the second album before we'd even recorded the first. And by the time I'd got to the third album, which didn't have a name, I felt like that was the end. And basically, the time spent after Black Parade was me fighting against that instinct and fighting against myself. So the end of Black Parade felt like a very natural ending. To go beyond that felt like betraying some sort of artistic command that I had within myself. And I'm still proud of the shows we played, especially, and the music we made after Black Parade, but I definitely didn't have anything planned after the third. And with this, I never thought I guess I thought I was going to have a normal life after My Chemical Romance, but then all of a sudden I started to kind of plan out what a solo career would be like, you know, and maybe plan it less. But I definitely thought of the artists that I loved, like Nick Cave and Morrissey, Brian Eno, especially those early glammy records, Bowie, Iggy, all those people, PJ Harvey, Bjork. I thought about all those artists, and I was like, that's what I want my arc to be. If I would be so lucky to have a quarter of what any of them had in terms of their kind of story or their arc. It's not simply This Is Me, because I don't think that exists. I don't think there is a This Is Me. I think there's always a character, and there's always some kind of visual thing going on with it. I think I'll always be that way. These, you know, I'll say it's not a concept record. It's definitely not high concept at all. And that's new for me. But it's got its own look and its own feeling, and then it'll move on to a different one. And I imagine, reinvention is something that's such a part of me that I don't think that'll ever stop.